Good evening to you. I'm Christine Johnson. The NTSB has confirmed that they've recovered the black boxes from the plane, and investigators are expected to give another update tomorrow. Now, the runway where this collision happened will be closed until Friday. Another runway did reopen this afternoon at LaGuardia, and tonight there are questions about what led to the collision that killed the two Air Canada pilots and injured dozens more. We have team coverage for you tonight. Let's begin with Devlin with the latest on the investigation.
Stop. A desperate attempt to avoid a deadly disaster. Seconds after clearing a Port Authority fire truck to cross the runway, an air traffic controller quickly tries to get the truck to stop.
Stop, truck one.
But it was too late.
It felt like we hit a wall. I mean, it was a sharp bang.
Air Canada Flight 8646, cleared to land on the same runway at Terminal B, collides with the truck just before midnight. Surveillance video shows the front end of the plane collapsing from the impact, rolling over the truck in its path. Passenger Jack Cabot on board.
There was a moment where the tip of the plane actually kind of snapped off the front. If you see the pictures now, you can kind of see where the front kind of fell off, and passengers are still on the plane.
What was left on the tarmac, a plane almost unidentifiable as first responders raced to the scene. Passengers self-evacuating.
People on the plane took charge, and they got the emergency door open, and they got everybody out, and it helped everyone kind of just jump off onto the plane, off onto the wing of the plane, and then onto the ground.
According to authorities, out of the 76 on board, both the pilot and co-pilot pronounced dead. Dozens hurt, including both firefighters. The airport shut down for hours.
It's incredibly sad. It's troubling.
Monday afternoon, Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy addressed the collision alongside local and state leaders.
We are working our hearts out to make sure that when people travel, whether by rail or car or by air, that they travel safely.
NTSB investigators on the ground Monday surveying the damage, pulling the black boxes from the plane. The runway where the crash happened will be closed until Friday.
Can you speak on either what is currently happening or what will happen in the near future with the air traffic controller that was involved in this incident?
Certainly it's pretty traumatic for that air traffic controller as well, and we'll want to interview that air traffic controller as well as others that were in the tower.
And this here is one of the pilots killed in that collision. He's been identified by family as 30-year-old Antoine Foray. We mentioned dozens of other people were hurt, and some of them do remain hospitalized tonight. Addie Guajardo, live from New York Presbyterian Hospital in Queens, where two of those firefighters were treated. Addie.
Well, hey there, Christine. Port Authority officials say this deadly crash marks the first deaths at LaGuardia Airport in 34 years. Victims were taken to multiple hospitals, including New York Presbyterian Hospital, where I'm at right now. And tonight, one of those firefighters injured in that collision on the runway is hospitalized here tonight.
It was like a grinding noise, and then after that, it was a huge just boom, and we just all jolted out of our seats.
Rebecca LaCour is one of 72 passengers and 4 crew members inside this Air Canada Express plane landing at LaGuardia when it collided with a Port Authority fire truck on the runway.
I was actually sitting next to the emergency exit door, so I opened the emergency exit. By the time I got out, an emergency personnel helped me jump off the wing of the plane.
The pilot and the co-pilot died. In an interview with Canadian media, family identified the pilot as 30-year-old Antoine Foray, a Quebec native.
We are deeply saddened by the loss of 2 Jazz employees, and our deepest condolences go out to the entire Jazz community and their families.
More than 43 people were taken to the hospital, including flight attendant Solange Tremblay. Law enforcement sources say she fell through an opening in the severed aircraft while strapped to her seat and was found on the runway. She's expected to survive. In an interview, her daughter sang in French, "This is truly a miracle." She told Canadian media her mother was sitting directly behind the pilots and suffered multiple fractures in her leg. Authorities confirmed Sergeant Michael Orsillo and Officer Adrian Bays were inside the fire truck. Sergeant Orsillo remains hospitalized. Officer Bays was released. Monday afternoon, 3 Air Canada Express employees walked out of the Elmhurst Hospital, giving reporters a thumbs up.
I felt like the pilots saved our lives. I felt like their quick thinking and quick action braking slowed the impact and lessened what could have been an even bigger fatality. They're the reasons I was able to make it home safe to see my boys.
Jazz Aviation, the flight carrier, released a statement calling it, quote, an incredibly difficult day. Air Canada CEO also releasing a statement saying that a special assistance team has been activated to help customers and their family members. Reporting live in Queens, Addie Guajardo, CBS News, New York.
All right, Addie, thank you. Investigators will be looking closely into what happened inside the air traffic control tower. Dick Brennan is in our immersive studio with that part of the story tonight. Dick?
Well, Christine, this all happened on runway 4, and here's a look at it. The Air Canada jet was cleared to land, but at the same time, we can tell you a fire truck was also cleared to move across the runway, creating disaster. And tonight, there are real questions about communication, staffing, and whether a controller was distracted. The plane was estimated to be traveling at about 100 miles per hour, giving the pilots almost no time to react.
The composite materials of the planes themselves are not designed for real high-speed impacts, and so that's why we saw just the devastating damage that was caused to the front of this airplane.
Air traffic control audio reveals that the same voice that cleared the Air Canada jet to land on runway 4 in this clip
646 number 2, clear to land 4.
Also cleared the Port Authority truck to cross the runway before the collision.
Truck 1 and Company, LaGuardia Tower, requesting to cross 4 at Delta. Truck 1 and Company, cross 4 at Delta. Frontier 4195, stop there, please. Stop.
The FAA is investigating whether the controller was distracted by a problem with another flight.
I tried to reach out to my staff, and we were dealing with an emergency earlier, and I messed up.
No, man, you did the best you could.
The NTSB says audio recordings will be a big focus of the investigation.
The thing that just draws my attention is, again, with this controller, were they handling two jobs? Were they working beyond their shift? Were they working a 6th day?
Aviation experts say runway incursions have recently raised concerns.
This is a high-interest item, has been for a while, so the FAA has been very adamant at let's find ways to prevent this from happening.
And another issue, communication, and what the pilots didn't know.
It is likely that the fire truck and the air traffic controllers were talking to each other on one radio channel, and the plane and the controller were talking on another. So those pilots never heard that fire truck be cleared to come across the runway, and that plane, before they land, they pitch the nose up. It's called flaring. So those pilots may have not seen that fire truck until they were wheels down and barreling down runway 4.
And one more major question, what about the staffing in the control tower? The DOT would only say there was more than one controller, but they didn't say how many there were. Overall staffing for the tower included 33 controllers, but they did say the ideal number would have been 37. Christine.
Okay, Dick, thank you for that update. When LaGuardia eventually reopened today, travelers did face hours-long delays, and others were left scrambling to rebook. Andrew Ramos has that part of our coverage.
Trash, I'm sorry. Trash.
Trash.
Yes, trash.
It's how Othman Zeglali describes what he says was a nightmare of a travel day where he and his wife were hit with delay after delay and finally a cancellation as they tried to make their way back to Ohio.
They said 1 hour delay and it become 3 or 4 hours and it become 8 hours.
Their flight among the nearly 600 flights canceled at LaGuardia Airport on Monday in the wake of the deadly runway collision, where delays for departures average about 3 hours for a good part of the day. And even though flights resumed just after 2 p.m., the airport was running at only reduced capacity, leaving Mohammed Bakrami and his family, which includes 3 children, in limbo.
We're gonna go get the hotel and stay there, and maybe on 25th we will get the flight back home.
A similar scenario was playing out for Melissa Placencio and her daughter, also trying to get home to Dallas.
We're just trying to figure out where to go. We have nowhere to stay.
For other travelers who thought they'd be flying out of LaGuardia, a last-minute shuffle was on the itinerary. Lauren Clementi was forced to rush over to JFK to catch her rebooked flight.
I have bad plane anxiety, so this wasn't a good experience for me.
Now, residual delays and cancellations are expected to continue throughout the week. Travelers, you're being encouraged to plan ahead. Make sure you call your airline before heading to the airport. Reporting from LaGuardia Airport tonight, Andrew Ramos, CBS News, New York.